Hi, this is Dr. Nicola Ducharme. Today I wanted to talk to you about keeping your immune system strong. So here it is winter, and so we always have the usual threats of colds and flus and things like that. But, in today's age with some of these more global health issues that are arising, a lot of people are very concerned about how to protect themselves and keep their immune system strong, keep their family strong, so that if we do see the spread of some of these viral threats, that we're in a position to be empowered and, take care of our own health. So the first thing I want to say, the first point I would like to make is that the single most important thing you can do to prevent the spread of some of these viruses and to keep yourself well is wash your hands. Wash your hands really well, wash your hands often. Okay, so we see a lot of people rushing to the chemist to try and buy masks and things to wear. Washing your hands is actually the most significant thing you can do. And so you want to go back to kindergarten, right? Sing your ABCs. You don't want to just do a quick rinse and you're out the door. Get the soap and, warm to hot water and wash for, a good 40 seconds or 60 seconds. And that will be one of the key points. And it's so easy to do. And it's just part of your sort of day-to-day hygiene and health support. So there are some other things that I love in terms of immune support and immune protection that I draw on for myself, my own family, and for my patients. So some of the nutrients, you want to make sure you're having adequate nutrition with certain vitamins and minerals that help support the immune system. So vitamin A is a big one, and vitamin D is a big one. Now they are both fat-soluble vitamins, so they can be stored in the body and they can also be depleted. So a lot of people, especially now in winter time and not getting time outside, not getting time in the sun, and obviously, sun on your skin is what will help support vitamin D production. But even here, I live in Southern California now where it's sunny most year round. It's ridiculous to see how many people are low in vitamin D on lab work. And that is a marker that even most allopathic doctors are happy to run. So it's worth just kind of getting that tested and see where your vitamin D level is, because it's crucial for immune strength. Vitamin A we talked about already. Zinc is another mineral that's very, very good for strengthening immune function. So taking, 50 milligrams of zinc per day can be an effective and safe way to help promote immune strength as well. Vitamin C obviously is very well known as an immune strengthener. It's, in my view, one of the most important things. The thing I like about vitamin C is that we can get it in the liposomal format. And liposomal simply means that each molecule has a little fatty layer around it, and so it absorbs across the mucous membranes better. We use liposomal glutathione here because it just absorbs so much better and it really kind of feeds the body. So I love the liposomal vitamin C. The one I tend to use is called CRLA. It's by Research Nutritionals. They make phenomenal supplements. And bonus points, it comes in this delicious vanilla caramel flavor. So there's that too. But vitamin C is a great immune tonic. Some vitamin C can upset the digestive system. So that's where the liposomal gets around that problem. And so I would say to do, at least 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C is just a good sort of preventive measure. I know a lot of people too that use elderberry, especially in the wintertime, to just help prevent colds and flus. That's something that's very safe and effective for children as well. So elderberry is great for kids. The liposomal vitamin C is great for kids, and most of them will think it's a treat because it tastes so good. And then, and monitoring vitamin D in children is important as well. In most kids, about 1,000 IUs of vitamin D per day is a good idea. And you can get liquid vitamin D, so just little drops. Biotics makes a great one. And it's an emulsified vitamin D that everybody can take. The other thing that I love for immune strengthening is transfer factors. And transfer factors are molecules produced by the immune system to help with cell signaling and communication. So it basically is kind of giving the immune system more tools to be able to communicate effectively within the body. And so transfer factor multi-immune, which is also made by Research Nutritionals, is a great formula that has sort of general immune transfer factors. Plus it has like beta glucans, it has some astragalus, it's got some immune boosting like medicinal mushrooms, and it's got a variety of different things in it that promote immune health. For people who are either sensitive to, some people don't tolerate mushrooms well, there is also a transfer factor sensitive that is just the transfer factor piece by itself. But my favorite sort of broad spectrum formula is the transfer factor multi-immune. Now, in terms of antimicrobials, I mean, the most important thing is prevention, right? So it's strengthening your body, strengthening your immune system so that it's better able to ward off viruses, bacteria, you know, whatever the toxins, whatever the different things are that come towards us. But in terms of antimicrobials, there are a couple of favorites I have as well. I have always used a really good antimicrobial essential oil blend. I like one called On Guard, and it's very good. If you feel like you're getting a respiratory infection, you can even put a couple of drops in water, gargle with it, and then swallow it. Tastes fairly nasty, but it works really well. And so especially if you're feeling like sore throat, swollen glands, any congestion here in the neck or throat, a couple of drops of On Guard, put it in a glass, you know, this much water, gargle and swallow, and it'll really help you out there. With children, you can do essential oils on their feet. You just want to dilute it with coconut oil, and then you can just do a drop or two on a child's foot, depending on their age and their size. And that's a really good way to keep kids healthy and a very easy thing to do just, you know, in the morning before they go to school or when you're getting them dressed or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. The other thing that's worth noting is colloidal silver. And it needs to be a nano silver. So it has a very, very, very small particle size. But colloidal silver or nano silver, which aren't necessarily exactly the same thing, but they are very good antimicrobials. And so for viruses, for bacteria, for a variety of different things, colloidal silver is something that you can safely take as well. And it's very good for kind of overcoming some of these other threats. So, you know, it's natural, I think, with this and then the whole coronavirus and all of that to feel concerned. I think it's very hard, and I won't pretend to know fully, like, how much do we need to be worrying about this, you know, because we get a lot of media coverage. Who knows kind of what slant that has. I think there's a lot of unknowns. But what we do know is that people have been exposed to coronavirus before. The people who are more at risk are, you know, elderly, immune compromised, young children, babies. So my view is if you're keeping your system as strong and healthy as you can, you know, eating a really good diet, lots of fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, high nutritional value, getting away from processed foods, getting away from sugars that are very immune suppressive, and just really trying to tone up your immune function, then that's, you know, the best thing you can do in terms of prevention. And remember what I said, wash your hands frequently and wash them well, and, you know, wash them with soap and nice hot water, and that will help a lot too. So I hope that's given you some usable tips of how to support your immune system during this whole outbreak, and everyone's very concerned. I would be rushing to get these things before I would be rushing to Costco to buy, you know, toilet paper and water, but that's just me. And just kind of working on building the health and preventing any issues for yourself and your family. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you again very soon.